Flags flutter in the wind at half-staff and installations of the Saint Lucia Fire Service across the island as a cloud of despondency looms over the organization in the wake of the untimely death of a revered fire officer in an apparent road crash. Leading fireman Fitz Andre Charlery was found unresponsive along the Vieux-Fort-Micoud Highway at around 3 a.m. Saturday, March 7, 2020. His motorcycle was not far away from the thickets of the underbrush along the roadside. He was taken to St. Jude Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Grief counselors were brought in to help colleagues racked with anguish cope with the loss of a supervisor whose leadership has been described as invaluable. Black cloth adorned the gear, equipment, and the fleet of vehicles in memory of the career first responder. The serene ambience of Charlery's hometown, the sleepy village of Micoud, belie the melancholy of its inhabitants. Among them, Ditney Downs, who is in charge of training at the Saint Lucia Fire Service. He was also a very close friend of the seasoned firefighter.
It's a very sad day for me personally because Mr. Charlery was a personal friend of mine, very close friend of mine, both in the fire department and in the community. And we got much closer when he joined the department. I think it was in 1995. And we have had that very close relationship. So it's devastating to me to have to deal with that situation. This is a day that I really don't want to relive in my life in terms of the experience.
Down says psychological support is essential for the grief-stricken members of Charlery's unit, who also have the gut-wrenching task of responding to the emergency call.
We as a department will be doing what all possible to ensure that his colleagues, his other colleagues, as a matter of fact, he was in charge of a shift, so his crew members receive all the support and counselling that they require to overcome such grief. We were the ones, as fire officers, who had to transport him to the hospital from the accident site. These officers work with him. These officers share the same building, the same barrack room with him. So I know, well, I saw how hard it was on them. I saw the tears at the hospital and on the scene.
Acting Chief Fire Officer George Victorin indicates that expert cadres like leading fireman Charlery, with his vast experience, skill and know-how, are indispensable.
It is a very, very, very difficult time for them. Mr. Charlery was a very good leader, and they work very closely with him. As a matter of fact, only yesterday there was a very difficult situation that they had to attend to, and he provided very, very good leadership. And he called me seeking some advice, and I spoke to him for about 10 minutes. And we are very happy with the type of service he was providing, the type of leadership, and he's one that we'll dearly, dearly miss.
Victorin offered condolences to the bereaved, noting the emotional toll on loved ones.
We know his wife and his children must be taken very hard, but we feel the pain along with them, and we pray that they will find strength in this moment of sadness.
Fitz Andre Charlery is the latest St. Lucian lost on the roadways amid a recent upswing in mishaps. An investigation into the road death is ongoing. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News Force.